So what about Sergei Bobrovsky? Because so much of the narrative had been how solid he had been between the pipes for the Panthers. Was a little shaky last game. What did you think of his performance tonight?
Well, I thought he was a little bit shaky as well because he gets lifted in the last game where we're thinking, okay, he's going to bounce back and put up a 0 because he was brilliant in the first 3 games against the Edmonton Oilers. And the Oilers have found a little bit of magic against Bobrovsky, getting him moving a little bit. And you know, if you take a look at his body of work, especially in this game, I just thought there were times where he just wasn't settled. He wasn't. McDavid goal, it's a 5-hole shot. It's a terrific play by McDavid, but you can't score from there. Cody Ceci, if you take a look at this straight shot here, he's looking into the corner. It hits the inside of his blocker. It's just a small detail, but when he's tracking the puck, here it goes underneath his stick. He makes a right pad save. Just a bobbled puck. When he was on the top of his game in the first 3 games, plays like that just weren't happening. So he's a little bit off right now. His timing's a little bit off. And I think the Edmonton Oilers are trying to expose everything with the Florida Panthers. It starts with the goaltender.
Throughout these playoffs, one of the things the Florida Panthers could account for is that Bob was going to have maybe 1 bad game per series, and he was going to bounce back.
Yeah.
He didn't necessarily bounce back in this game, but the other thing that maybe the Panthers could have accounted for is Matthew Tkachuk was going to factor into the series at some point, and Matthew Tkachuk plays his best game of the series. So now going forward into Edmonton, you have a new character that has entered the chat, and Matthew Tkachuk gets a goal and an assist in this game. That's a great shot right under the bar that beats Stuart Skinner, but Matthew Tkachuk, right from the outset of this game, he had a little more jump in his step. He was a little more engaged physically. This is not something we have seen from him throughout this series. Skating the puck end to end, getting the puck into the middle of the ice. Oliver Ekman-Larsson misses out on that chance. And Matthew Tkachuk, he gets the assist here. Wall play, so important for him. So all the elements that make him a good player, make him an effective player, that the Florida Panthers can count on, he did in this game, so they'll need to continue with that if they want to finish this off in Edmonton.
Okay, a lot to like, but the Panthers no doubt feeling the heat because as we said, after that 8-1 win for the Oilers, the question was, could they build off of momentum? Well, it turns out they sure can because the Oilers are now just the 4th NHL team ever to force a Game 6 after falling into an 0-3 hole as the action returns to Edmonton.